I would still tell them that I got you. Hey, I was facing death alone. Hey, nobody called my phone. I'm just like, God, do you hear me? Please forgive them, they don't know that they sinning. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Hey, dim the lights and you can see me. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Yeah. Hey, heart throbbing. I feel like pain is a life sentence. Gotta get up and keep going. Gotta get up and keep going. Yeah.
So I just want to say before the video starts, this one was an interesting podcast. It was a little short than usual. I don't know. I like it though. I think y'all would like this one. This one was actually quite fire. The only issue the reason why it was a little short is because I had to go to work. When this is going to be like a daily situation where the podcast is going to be an hour and a half versus how it's like in a bigger bunches. But topics is getting a little difficult. That's why Pokemon can't sue, because they're gonna have to use that word. Pokemon's like, well, technically our Pokies are slaves.
They're not our Pokemon friends, they're our slaves. So, technically it's different.
Hello, good drug dealers.
All right. Let me get ready real quick. Let me clear up my gullet.
Man, I'm over here trying to wash my balls and I'm fucking getting blown up. I'm like, what the hell? I come out and it's vial. I'm like, oh shit.
Alright, here's a little ASMR for you.
Alright. Just one quick stretch and...
Greatest hentai. First of all, this ain't Haname.tv, so it can't be the greatest hentai.
You should have saw my wallpaper before we started this. You want to take a quick peek?
Yeah, sure.
Because they were outside and whatnot. I was messing around, and then I was like, hey, so for the new podcast, to match my name here on this channel, I'm like, should I just do this? Dude, man, it made me bright. I'm like an
Might as well have
character.
FIFA in the bathing suit in the background.
Let me go back to my OG Andrew Tate vibe wallpaper. Let me start the
Andrew Tate's
intro.
not a joke though. What?
Let me start the intro here. Welcome everybody to Vilechair here. As you know, we got the greatest gamer, the greatest hater, the greatest answer. No, I'm just kidding. We got greatest gamer, Clockwork. We got Mari here. We got Detective Vile, obviously detecting these cases. How y'all been, and what's been new?
Wait, are we talking to us or just I?
Talking to y'all. What?
Yeah, he's talking to everyone. He asked everyone how.
Who wants to go
doing.
first?
Here, I'll
okay,
go
I'll
first.
go. Yeah, Mari, how you been? What's
I'll
going
go
on?
first. I'm alright. Decent day. It's about to be 75 degrees. Gonna go outside and like hang out and enjoy the sun.
Same.
What about you?
I'm about to go to work in 2 hours after. An hour after this podcast ends, and I'm hoping I could enjoy the good weather while it's still out there. Clockwork, how you?
It's like our side, it's roughly 75 sun's out. One that's a bit lower than the other. Go. Good.
To be clear, I want to say that we all live in the same area, roughly. So our weather's just gonna be the same. Like last time, we had a crazy, hectic weather storm. I posted a photo right there. We had a hill. How was the hill situation? Y'all were safe?
Yo, dog. Funny thing is, I'm a bit further down south than all of you people.
Oh.
And like,
What do you
I
mean
got
by you?
absolutely
I like how the reverse card came. I was telling them more, I'm like, damn, this dude actually left the system on making his pals like slaves. I'm like, making them people. And then he's like, what do you mean by you people? I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, they're not people, they're like creatures. I'm like, these creatures.
Well, besides the hail, we actually did have a tornado just strolling down the street over by me. So
Oh,
yeah,
snap.
yeah.
Is
All
there
you
any
guys had like
trees?
tornado hail. I had just sun out all day, like no problem the other day.
And Greatest Gamer, where's he at? He left, right? I forgot if he came back or
Yeah,
not.
they were doing
We had
computer
hail, we had fucking harsh winds, we had just all types of craziness just happened through this way.
Black now. Sorry.
And then shortly after that, we ended up having like a crazy like cold front where it just got really cold out of nowhere. That was pretty fun.
Did we officially start yet? Did I just come late to the party?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we officially started. We've been started.
Yeah, we
Well,
started,
wait,
but
We're just
I start recording.
casually grooving into it.
Do I don't have to ask Vile for like 20 recordings?
hey, I'll give you the intro, man. Don't worry about it.
Well, you
Hey,
already have to record.
speaking of which, you never logged into our spare account that for you to get the files.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I know
it's a
you
later
didn't.
probably.
Anyways, how's your day, Mark?
yeah.
The greatest.
Because like I said, oh, you said the thing, and I was like, this.
Nope, not working.
I am not pressed. What was it saying? Recording or what?
Error, output, yada yada.
Give me a minute.
That boy ain't right.
So I gotta do all this shit too. I got stupid copies. You talking about the laptop?
Oh yeah. I said you're rubbing up the laptop too good and it blew its load.
What the heck?
Okay, now it's on. That's good that you got it already. Nice and ready.
Why the heck when I did it, nothing?
Doesn't like you. Yeah.
No man, you may have that magic touch, but I got that white power.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
I like Clockwork. Clockwork, good. You gotta make me do hella work with these edits.
God damn it. Oh, I have no idea. He was just in her room. Oh, oh my god,
Sorry,
they're
guys.
actually...
Greatest retired for a bit, and then he's coming back.
Where are these hoes, bro?
So, you know how I know Greatest is Psycho?
How's that?
His default
Yes, he
is
decided to become a game developer.
dark mode.
Dude, there is no dark mode for Facebook.
Oh shoot, he's not a dark mode user.
Psycho.
You know I use dark mode. What do you know about?
I joke. Wait, what's not dark modable? I thought everything was dark modable.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook.
No man out there on Facebook.
Oh, that's true. It's because Mark Zillabug, man, he likes it bright. No, I'm just kidding. Otherwise, I think Threads wouldn't have a dark mode, and that's pretty decent.
Well, there my Swimbler being like,
Swimbler.
Swimbler.
I'm about to put something that I mean.
Whoever started the dark mode stuff probably missed out like a lot of money.
Undo post. Undo.
It's undo, Control Z.
Yeah, that's like for everything.
Control Z for some people.
Oh, still give those copies to my mom. You know what? I should put a Series X as a picture. Yeah, there we go. That'll get the fanboys butthurt.
Man, you look, it's triggered.
Yeah, this is
people.
Tony too. Oh yeah, this is perfect. All right, we're golden. Did we start? You guys already started the intros, right? I guess.
No, I mean we could do it again. Doesn't matter.
Oh, wait, hold up, the recording.
It's not like it's live. Luckily.
True. Well, I mean, I'm live. That's
Oh, you're live?
hold up,
I'm about to get this live canceled. I was kidding.
Why? What you got planned?
Man, I forgot. What's that one thing where you get to watch
What?
people die?
Oh god.
Live League.
Yeah, there you go.
What I got planned to make him get canceled?
Oh yeah, we're about to live leak this shit. About to cancel him from life.
Anyway, so what was the first topic that you guys wanted to discuss then?
We haven't. We had like complimentary time.
We were talking about the weather.
Well, yeah, and its ass, because Mara was describing it perfectly.
Well, for today, not for the past week. Well, I did bring up the hill, but
Yeah, sorry for the delay on my end. Like I said, Mara, I don't know if they told you, but my laptop's being done. Then I got to get these copies from my mom, and set up on the PC.
Oh no, that's all good, man.
Yeah, fuck. Which reminds me, bro, we still haven't played. Like, bro, that one weekend I was like, "Where's Spar, bro? I'm ready. I'm trying to play some Pal World. Where's he at? I ain't playing this shit by myself,
Oh, where y'all at? So I can send invitations.
dude. I'm on Xbox.
Like right now, right now.
No, I'm talking about when. Oh, actually, we could.
Yeah,
Wait, can
we could podcast and play.
Pal World?
Yeah, I wanted to try that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we
I guess
did.
all I gotta do is just send you guys the.
I didn't have I don't have it set up for a way for me to do that. And
Oh, but we can do it whenever. But
I mean, you guys could do it. I'll watch.
I would at least send you
No, I
guys
would.
to,
What
like,
you mean?
like give you an invite to the world.
Yeah, do that.
Or we could help and do shit.
We play. It's Pal Worlds and podcasts.
But I mean, I already got the recording started, so
Oh.
I don't know who wants to start the topic or whatever.
Oh, speaking of hectic weather, look at these. All these. I'm trying to do it. Hold on. Let me restart real quick. With all these gaming industries layoffs, there has been another set of layoffs, which is not really in the gaming industry, but it's like in that topic area of entertainment, which is that YouTube Music group in Houston, which
Shit about YouTube Music. So
you don't give it, but you don't give a damn that people, they're out there losing their jobs.
Like, a lot of companies are bloated anyway. They are.
How did you and Mars said the same thing? Mars told me this like yesterday, and I'm like, how did I miss this? That jobs overhired.
Because that's just how they did their stuff. They overhired. They went and they said, "Hey, COVID hit. We're gonna hire all the people so that we can do all the work easily from home." And then that's where we're at now. Now we're in the time where the next few years is just people getting dropped like fucking flies. Like no one talks about like how Elon Musk bought Twitter and then looked at like the majority of the people that was working at Twitter and then just dropped them like a bad habit because most of them weren't fucking doing anything. They were at most backgrounds town from like Starbucks.
I forgot about that with that one. If that one woman probably never posted that TikTok, everyone probably would have had their jobs. I remember that she was like saying her day-to-day life where she goes in, they get like free cup of coffee.
He's so privileged it legit angered me, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, how you? Oh my
god! Like, no, it's not like that. I swear.
But yeah, I mean, even though no one doesn't listen to you, this is a whole department. Like the whole department, like this, that whole office is gone. You know what I mean? It's not like they just fired like 10 people out of 50. Like this is the whole department, which means I wonder if they're using AI to replace them or something. You know what I mean? I mean, again, I don't know what they do.
Yeah, you're funny.
I don't know what they do though. Like honestly, I don't know what they do. Well, what are those offices for YouTube Music? You know, are they looking over the songs to make sure it's like content appropriate or something? You know what I mean? I honestly don't know how valuable their job is.
But even then, the whole thing I want to
finish. I don't even think they knew.
Yeah. No, what the whole thing is that like layoffs happen all the time. Part of it is because like when they're really getting that money, cash in, let's get more. They try to grow, and then once they start going out, let's just cut people off. Only the main essentials. Like that's just like because the thing is the main thing is like I mean we guys can watch the other podcast we talked about with Mar that it's all these people aren't gamers or whatever. They're only good at getting money. They come from other places and their main goal was money, right? They look at it from a money perspective and they look at people as replaceable assets, right? Like office work. They don't look at the fact that Hideki, come here, we can just get rid of him. He's too much. Like no. It's an artistic field. You can't lose those kinds of things, right?
Yeah, but YouTube Music thing, I think they had so many people to begin with. So like, okay, we need people to get it going. And once it's going, they like, okay, now that we got it streamlined, we can drop everybody else and we got it.
Yeah, but nah, like that happens all the time. Like they'll go with all that big shit and then fuck them. You know, shit.
I believe the locals call it budget cuts.
Yeah, but literally budget cuts. But I mean, I won't get into it because I feel like we kind of all. I mean, in anything, no. There's two things that Mark covered it, but I was like, yeah, no, I agreed with him, right? There was the layoff shit and the esports downfall. Yeah, we're like, we seen that shit, bro. Like, damn, look at that, bro. They're just proving us right, bro. We were on that shit like a motherfucker.
All right then. So then we should move on to the. Okay, Mari, you wanted to talk about what's our great idea for like a good DLC for games, and the first thing that popped in my mind was the prices back in the day when Call of Duty had like they give you like 8 maps for like $5 or something.
Dude, I was thinking 10. I could have sworn they were like $10.
That was the price increase. Like it started with $5, like a good solid five. As far as I could remember, I could have sworn it was a good solid $5.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I think like
And then they
Call of
increased it over time for sure. Yeah.
Well, I think we started like saying the other day, like, oh, like whether or not some of it's actually worth it. Like I mentioned, like the Elden Ring expansion. Like, yeah, I feel like it's probably worth $40 for the amount of content they're putting in. But like, oh, $40 for like a COD custom skin pack? No.
On top of that,
Like in all honesty, because one of the things that kind of brought me into wanting to bring this discussion up is the fact that like we've literally had so many different ways that downloadable content has been given to us, and it kind of feels like at this point, most of the things that are downloadable content that we enjoy or that they want us to enjoy is essentially just pieces of a larger game that was made that they just held on for later until like they deemed it all right. Yeah, let's go finally give these guys what they want. It's weird to me because it's like I've always been in the idea of wanting to just be able to add extra to my full on game rather than just bits and pieces. And that's basically where we are now. Everything that we get is essentially just bits and pieces
Well,
of a larger game. And they try to tell us it's new, but I don't really see it as being new. Like, I can definitely see a lot of this stuff that they give out to us as content that was already planned, but they decided to cut it.
Oh, yep.
oh, I
That's
see.
it.
Like I think the word DLC has definitely changed throughout its course.
That's what Capcom likes to call the in-disc DLC, dog.
that's why I like to say PC Master Race, because you can just, oh, you have a $50 expansion, like, all right, someone modded the exact same thing in for free.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I guess that would be possible, especially if like for example, for like the only DLC I could remember off the rip is like Red Dead Redemption 2 with the I guess does DLC count as like the quality of like not quality but like the upgrade of the game, how like there's deluxe and premium? Those count as DLCs too, right? Because that's what they say.
No, they do.
Not
Absolutely.
necessarily. I don't know if they really do though, because like
Because technically, when you
to
look at the
call a
description,
game like the deluxe edition, it's just slightly updating something that's already there.
like
Is that what we would consider downloadable content though?
I would say so, just because when you
here's the thing, 9 times out of 10, like back in the day, sure, whatever, right? Like when it was Game of the Year edition, okay, not whatever. But like now, like dude, literally, it's because it comes with a season pass. And in many cases, I'm not the only one. We'll wait for the game, we'll buy it on sale, and we'll buy the Ultimate Edition because we know we're gonna miss out on the DLC. It's just like it's just packaged in. Like now that's the full product. But then then it kind of loops back to what you're saying. Is that really though? Because then it's probably content, and now it's all in one package. So is it even really DLC?
I'm not
It kind of
calling
loops back in itself. Oddly enough.
content, but I feel like the Ultimate Edition, like I'm gonna go back to Red Dead Redemption 2 because I did spend $100 on that, and I think it was really worth it because right off the rip you get one of the fastest horses, and I think if I started with a slower horse, it would have took me a longer time to finish the game. So I feel like all you're doing is paying for more of the boost of the game versus like I guess I didn't get extra stories for the game. The only thing that came with it was cosmetics, which is skins and stuff, and then maybe a gun that's like a little bit overpowered, and then the horse was the greatest investment, I would say.
Code's about to bring something up. The king of in-game DLC.
Like, oh, as you were saying, like, games that, like, it's just stuff that should have been in the game that they cut, that they thought, oh, we can just make him pay for it later. Is Azura's Wrath? We have to pay like $10 to get that actual ending of the game.
That's mad out of pocket. Like, what? And Capcom,
Dude,
like,
that era of Capcom was just out of pocket all day, every day though. Because didn't they Then they have like a similar situation where it's like they had what was it, Street Fighter Cross Tekken,
No, oh,
where like not the entirety of the game was essentially
yep,
like first released, and then like they paywalled a lot of shit.
yep. No, remember, like I said, in-game DLC, Cody, Lars are on the disc. And their excuse, oh, they're not finished. Like, nah, y'all motherfuckers just want to charge extra fuckers already on the disc.
Nah, that's insane. I didn't even know about that. You know, I saw memes about it. I just didn't think it was ever gonna happen.
People think, oh, that era of Capcom's over. Dude, they literally said they weren't going to cut content from RE4. And it's a reimagining. First of all, it shouldn't cost $60. You're already getting ripped off. It's a reimagining. No one asked for reimagining. We want a remake, so you lied to us. That means you got to make it $30, bitch. And then on top of that, you cut content and you're charging extra for fucking Mercenaries DLC and the Ada Wong like extra mission. Like, dude, no, Capcom's mad out of pocket. No, oh, Street Fighter 6, oh, $60 game, yo, let's charge like so much money for outfit, $100. Oh, almost $60 for the like, dude, no, stop. Yo, what happened, dude?
You still can't beat the king of just like pointless DLCs.
Mm.
Bethesda.
True.
Like they have had a few DLC that were like completely worth it. Like in Oblivion, they had the Shivering Isles expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Totally worth like the $15 it was back then.
I get your point, yeah.
But then the
Yeah, but also in the same light of Oblivion, remember they had that whole controversy about the horse armor that was like what, $5-6?
And that's the funny thing. Like, we can agree that DLC that actually brings something is worth it, but you still gotta look at the was it getting caught? How much of it? Again, the like I said, Oblivion, Shivering Isles, Dragon's Dogma, basically same shit. And then of course with Elden Ring, like we all look at this and go, "That's fucking DLC." Oh, map packs. Oh, that's DLC. Okay. It's actual content, not trash, not worth a lot, and it makes sense because the game itself is full as fuck. But the problem is we get these half-assed games. Like I said, Resident Evil, the reimagining is perfect for, like, literally, it's a remaster. You don't have to, it's not new content at all. You're charging full fucking price in the current economy, and you're cutting content and charging for that. Say, like, if you were going to pay, like, $45, all the shit that they charge, like, it should already be in there. And then on top of that, you're adding useless DLC, like, oh, here's an extra ammo. Like, what? Why? Then that destroys the balance of the game, the fuck? And again, like I said, over here, PC, homie, I could just mod it. Like, what? And that sucks for people who are cut because now we're getting cut. Because we're either not fucking losers or, we don't want to learn how to cheat code our PCs because, man, that shit's a pain in the ass, bro.
Honestly, I don't know how. I wish I knew how to mod things into games. Like, those people, shout out to them because they be doing good.
Mark, you guys don't know. If you guys need hacked PS3 saves, I got you. I learned how to do it not even, like, last month. Got a full-ass save of Payday, too, because, like, dude, I am not in the mood to try to grind shit on PS3. So found out how to do hack saves and shit. Got a full, like, XP bonus on Operation Raccoon City, because, like, dude, I hate grinding, bro. I can't stand that shit. Ain't no point for that. And games literally the new PS3 era started, the DLC, you guys don't know, a turn-based RPG called Record of Agris started DLC, like, oh, here's items, oh, here's extra XP. I'm like, damn. But I didn't mind it, and it was dumb. Full price is bullshit. But when you come in the morning, hey, man, let me buy all these series for $10, I'm like, man, I don't feel like grinding. Here's $1 so I don't have to grind. Like, low-key, honestly, back in the day, you think it's dumb, but when you're older, you're like, you know what? I make more money than I do than this. Like, I kind of like the DLC because it's like, it's kind of convenient. Because you probably pay some dude that, like, oh, here, hack my Black Ops 2 file. You give that dude $10.
That whole thing you always say, like, oh, you're young, you have energy and time, but no money. So you're like middle, it's like, oh, I got energy and money, but I have no time.
But the real thing
sounds
is,
like one of those successful posts on Instagram.
It is still scummy because at the end of the day, if they didn't make the game so great in the first place, I wouldn't have to be paying someone, so I don't have to grind. But no, I spent 3 hours being like, no, I will never grind. I spent 3 hours of my life having a headache, becoming god tier hacker, man. And then, cool, that's 3 hours well spent. Now I don't have to spend 10 or 100 hours on a single fucking game on PS3 that I don't feel like it.
Hear that? This man's a grinder.
So yeah, if you guys need a hack safe PS3, I fucking got you, bro.
Heck, nah.
I got you. Like, you guys ever grow up when you're on like high school and like, oh, my friend's brother knows how to hack Black Ops. Like, I am now that guy.
Someone hacked my PSP before.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was doing the 360 mods, save mods.
True.
Someone was trying to hack my PS3. I'm like, nah, G, I ain't letting that happen.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, PC players are too broke. Ain't no trying to hack no
You
PC.
know how much I modded the 360 back in the day?
He got banned.
I got my account banned for hacking.
Aw.
Nice.
Cody was that guy, dude.
You know how you could have like little title like Underground or Pro and whatnot?
Mhm.
Mine was Cheater.
That's the best part is now that Sony and Xbox don't care. Like you can just hack your shit to death. Well, I mean, debatably it depends, right? But you know, it's not
I
as
mean,
risky as it was.
I guess as long as you're not making a huge profit, you know.
By the way, they care more about you hacking your system than hacking your saves, because all that does is it's like trophies, and Sony don't give a shit about that. But oh, you're hacking your PS3. Hey, whoa, you can't have free games. Fair enough, makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Plus, I'm
Hacking
pretty sure
the
they don't erase
360
lawyers
is a
on it.
lot harder than the PlayStation.
Yeah,
Because you actually have to like go in and like
Yep.
fuck with the actual chip.
yeah. I mean, yep. But what the hell were we even going on about? I forgot what the original tangent. Oh yeah, DLC. and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Right.
Like,
Now,
what's good DLC to us?
Ooh, and DLC straight to pirating.
What was a good DLC
I mean,
for
really?
you, Mar?
Yeah.
And what
A
was
good
the-
downloadable content for me. That's the interesting thing because I really thought about it, and it's like it takes quite a bit. Like for example, like if you're like going something that would like expand a story of like a single player game that I'm playing or something like that, I would usually be interested in it. Perfect example or two examples I could think of. The most recent one being Cyberpunk 2077. I thought Phantom Liberty was an incredible, piece of content that they added to the game, and on top of that, a lot of the things that were broken with the original game, they did fix along with releasing that DLC, so that was great. And then, other than that, another game that I also think about that's another single player game that they would usually add extra content to what's already there would be the Mass Effect series.
Nah, true.
And for me, like experiencing those games, like it in its own bubble, like just the regular content by itself, you can go beginning to end without really bothering the downloadable content. But what the DLC essentially does, like it'll give you like a couple extra characters to interact with that could possibly also be a part of your team, expand the lore a little more, like stuff like that. I enjoy. Like that's perfectly fine with me. But like, for example, like right now I'm currently playing as Ed in Street Fighter, the latest character for Street Fighter 6. And he's cool and all, but like I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, did it really take them that long to figure out, oh, we want to build a character? Like, I don't know. Well, we don't have enough time. So we can go ahead and release the base game, and then later on we'll just release the actual character that we want to make. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Ed. Ed's a lot of fun. He's actually pretty hilarious. For me, more negatives to positives of just the way how my playstyle is. But, like, would I really consider that to be like, like I'm gonna spend an X amount of money, which is usually over like $5-10 for a single character, like depending on which game you're talking about too. Like, is that really like a good way of like calling it content? And like, is that extra downloadable content like worth it? Not necessarily. Like, if you're only doing like a character, or if you're doing like skins, or like if it's just stuff like that, like. I really can't count it as like real DLC. It's just like, okay, you're just giving us extra shit, but then you're making us pay an extra amount of shit just to have it.
You know what it is? It's because they couldn't figure out how to get more money like how other games do. Like Call of Duty is easy because you add more maps, and obviously you're gonna make money out of that. I guess fighters, they could make more maps too. I don't see why they can't be more creative with that.
That's the thing. I was thinking that. Like they don't give a shit about. They literally only care about characters and like. Oh yeah, whatever. Listen to why it's harder. It's just harder
shit like that. They only care about characters in that. But like, is it really worth it to just like, oh, we'll release these characters later on, and they cost about, let's say, like a tenth of how much the game actually is. Is it really worth that much?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Man, like they're the thing is, it's old school boomers. Like, no, we want to just pay. Like, they don't really care that much about this. And no, I even go to GameStop, and even people aren't like super FGC. Like they just some people know. There are people literally that will not buy a fighting game if it has DLC. Like that's how like just how some people, and it's like that's why I'm scared of doing like that's why with my game the DLC, like I want to make sure like it's an online, like I want my game to not be associated with DLC, but also it will have it. So the people who like, oh, it has to have updates, boom,
Like,
you got that. And the people who are like, I know if I pay by full, like I have everything. Yes, you're good. Like I need to appeal to, and that's what's really tough. But I found it, like I said, I think I found a decent way to get around it because that's how modern games are. Either you make your shit microtransaction, DLC, battle pass, whatever, to keep people with a low attention span around, which are the other half, and then the other half try to be as classic and OG as you can. Like they're just two completely different fucking markets. That's why I said no. It's online only, so that's the thing. People don't care. Oh, cosmetics, even though I think cosmetics are the stupidest DLC ever, and definitely the most overpriced.
One DLC that I thought was very interesting too that I haven't played, but like I like the concept and the idea of how they did it. The God of War extra DLC piece that they did, which is essentially just Bloody Palace but for God of War. Like, first of all, it was free, so I was perfectly fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, like it does completely finish off the story of Kratos, of everything that he's been going through for the past couple games, and this is like, you know, his final end to his chapter. Like, they don't have to make another Kratos game anymore just because this is his full ending. Watch him still like come up with like another way of just doing it. Like they ended up cloning Kratos somehow, and then old Kratos has to fight new Kratos.
The Kratos
stupid shit
DLC,
like
is it? You said it feels like it was the.
It's free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I essentially said it's Bloody Palace, but for like God of War. If you don't know what Bloody Palace is, Devil May Cry, one of my favorite action games of all time. They have a mode in there called Bloody Palace where essentially you just keep on fighting, like as much as you possibly can, like going through like different levels, and like I think like every 10 you end up hitting like a boss. Every 5 you hit a mini boss. Every 10 you hit like a big boss that you fight in the main campaign, and you're essentially just going through it like as it progresses, being harder and harder over time. That's more or less what the DLC for God of War was. God of War Ragnarok.
Interesting. PlayStation could only make it free because, you know, they got hella money and they don't want to lose people.
Well, no, I thought the reason why they made it free because they figured, well, we did already tell these guys we're making 12 live service games, so we might as well just, you know, let this one be free, and then everything else from this point forward is just going to be expensive.
Was that number held up? Was it actually true that's been released?
From the games that they were talking about, that they had different projects on, that they were letting people go because they're no longer going to be working on it anymore. I'm assuming it is. I mean, just for the fact that they're already talking about making a live service game for Horizon and then a live service game for Last of Us. It's kind of crazy to me. And apparently there was also a Spider-Man live service multiplayer that was in the works.
What the heck? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. All this crazy shit.
Well, we gotta try it.
I ain't trying none of that garbage shit. And the thing is, they might backpedal because apparently they canceled also a lot of live service projects too. Because, you know, obviously they're not gonna do good. They don't got that kind of money.
Well, me and Mar would do the Spider-Man.
Oh no, I'm probably not gonna end up touching the Spider-Man game. I'm perfectly fine with just the first Spider-Man game. I didn't really need Miles Morales. I didn't really need the second game. I'm perfectly fine with the experience of the first Spider-Man game, and I don't really care about the rest. Because another thing, too, that they essentially did that I didn't like, that was a huge negative for Spider-Man 2, at least for me, they more or less blue-balled you with Venom, knowing that people want to be able to go around with Venom and travel around in the city as Venom. Like, hell, man, you guys, like, gave us like a brief little play of being able to be Venom, and then you think that you don't want to just swing around as Venom, just causing like chaos all over the city. Come on now, like, and I'm pretty sure somebody thought about that, but then again, you know, it's one of those things are like, hey man, we're gonna turn it down for right now, and then we'll just turn it into DLC for later. So then, when the deluxe edition of this game comes out, then people are gonna end up spending the extra, let's say $30, just so they be able to experience Venom walking around the city.
PS3, 360, you know what? There was a game that let you do sort of that. That was the Incredible Hulk game, where like, oh, you get to run around as Abomination.
Don't even forget the fucking
and it was free, no DLC with it.
Yeah, and then don't forget the Spider-Man game where it was Spider-Man and Venom. See, that to me the problem is like, dude, that's why AAA modern games like, dude, if you want to play like, oh, this game, whatever, dude, there's a better version on the PS2. Just go emulate that shit. And emulation's not even hard. That's a wild part. I can vouch for emulation at this point.
Hell, companies are starting to realize that because now we're at the point where in a couple of weeks we're going to be getting the original Xbox/PS2 version of Star Wars Battlefront. And all they essentially did was like give us access. They gave us access to extra characters, which is great. You know, we're gonna love it. We got Asajj Ventress and a couple other characters, and then they ended up turning into like 64-player online and crossplay. What? Thank you.
64?
That's all we needed.
They might down that
leave
number.
it right there. We don't need anything else.
And here's where I want to be as far as the DLC thing. I mean, I'm pretty much done. I don't want to add too much. But the main thing, to me, the idea for DLC wasn't worth it. Like, I don't think a DLC should ever be worth more than half of what the game's price is. At that point, might as well just release a new title. And if it is, homie, you better be something on the level, like, again, Elder Scrolls, Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, where it's like that. You know, again, it better be basically a whole new game with a bunch of shit, and it better be half the price of the game, because at that point, what's even the point? Might as well just release a sequel, right? And the whole thing with Star Wars Battlefront, like, how I mean, like, I come from someone who I think is intermediate, you know, and this mini tangent, I guess, off, because I wanted to end my thoughts on the DLC on that one, but Star Wars Battlefront proves, because I hate dumbasses, like, I hate these people. I guess for my thing, I'll link the 2 videos where I talked about, like I said, DLC stuff, and then also I hate Fight K people. I hate the dumbasses who say, oh, why don't people just do PC? Because, bro, no one wants to do this cheat code bullshit. I literally own Star Wars Battlefront on PC, but trying to get it to go with my controller is annoying, and then trying to find out, like, literally, I just don't want to do all that shit. I would rather pay $30 to be like, controller, ding, done. That's it, done. Sometimes you just don't want to play cheat code. Oh, it's not that complicated. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm a nerd and that I'm not a nerd. I can't get no bitches. Like, it's not even hard to insult these people, because, like, I mean, Marty, you're happily married. You're not a loser out here trying to hack and mod every single game in God's green earth, right? And neither am I. And why? Because we're not.
In all honesty, well, yeah, that's basically what it is. What it comes down to. Because do I really give a fuck about modding at all? Not really, because all it is just adding extra to what's already there. It's essentially DLC, but illegally. That's literally it. And it's fine in some cases. Like, fine, okay, I'm gonna like throw an HD mod on Oblivion so the game looks a lot more gorgeous than what it actually is. Because right now, let's be honest, if you play the original game, it looks like dog shit. But you end up, you know, throwing a couple mods, you know, to be able to like set up the background to like look more 4K. Like, it looks fucking incredible. I fucking enjoy shit like that. But I'm not gonna go out of my fucking way just to have that experience.
That's the whole point I'm getting, is that people won't go out. Think about that's for bonus shit. I barely go out of my way, and so do you. Do I look like I want to go out of my way just to get a game to fucking start and work?
Well, actually,
no.
One thing with Oblivion, Xbox did do a graphics update plus FPS boost down it.
And that's what they need to do more. Let the people who own this shit and do it, let them do the work, so I don't fucking have to. Like, what the fuck am I paying you for?
I don't get how the Star Wars game on the PC was not control or compatible when
you have to set it up yourself, and it's a bitch.
That is wild to me. Like, that should have been a default setting, and those who wanted the keyboard would have to
and that's what
be the ones to
me
set
too.
up.
Like, I get it that for a lot of games, especially if they're PC only, they expect you to play mouse and keyboard, right? And the majority will be me personally. I love controller way more, even though mouse. Like, people don't get, oh, why? Like, dude, it's just preference, right? But to me, what blindfolds me is you saw this a lot on PS2 and PS3 era, like, when they already have native controller support, like, good example, Battlefield 3. Bro, Battlefield 3 on controller plays like shit on PC. And it's like, but bro, you nailed it on console. How do you fuck it up on PC? That's where I really could give shit. I'm glad like now modern gaming doesn't have that problem as much. Like, you can literally just plug in your PlayStation 5 controller and it'll just work, right? Like, thank God. For most titles. Like, but I get it if it's a very PC-centric only thing. Especially as a developer now, I can give more slack, because, like, sometimes this shit is a pain in the ass to implement. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to boast. Something as simple. Oh, man. Well, good example. This is the biggest thing people say. Oh, why don't you just add online? Homie, that is the most annoying shit to add to a game that now I have way more sympathy for games that don't have online. I'm like, dude, you saved yourself a fucking headache. Like, but my thing is, if you're not going to have online, please have offline split screen or co-op. And you know what? A lot of the games that don't, do give that option. So, like, you see, they know what's up. It's not that they don't care about multiplayer. It's just that they ain't trying to fucking, you know, hack the Da Vinci Code with that bullshit, man. I mean, long story short, I figured out an easy-ish way to implement it to my game. But just do know, we're only going to have it on the rhythm game and probably the fighting game. All the other modes, nah, just offline 4 players, homie. You can eat a dick with online. I don't want to have a headache. Unless someone who hears this wants to volunteer to do the netcode, a power to you. And I'm not paying you. I'm going to keep you to
find someone for you.
Whoever wants to volunteer, have at it. Yeah, so anyone says, oh, why don't they just add online? Oh, homie. Homie, that is the hardest thing. Well, the hardest thing to do.
If it's a AAA company, it can't be that hard. They can always find people.
No, don't get me wrong. No, they don't get shit. No, you can definitely give them shit. But, like, everybody else, no.
Other indie devs, they could, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I mean like PC exclusive guys. And the funny thing is they get it, but they're on PC all the time.
yeah.
So I can see why maybe that applies for controller support. So that's why I don't give like Escape from Tarkov. Again, that's not their focus. And it makes sense,
I mean,
right?
respectfully, it isn't like for the button input. It's just like literally a click of a button and it does the action. Is it
Right.
not that simple? I'm assuming
Yeah, but the
it
bug
should be
analog. It's the analogs, like specifically like for like shooters. Like there is a way to do it, and that's why Titanfall kind of nailed it. Like, plus then there's aim, and then a lot of games just have aim assist. So then the whole thing is okay, cool. I know how to do it. Like, not a lot of developers know how to fine tune analog aiming. Let alone okay, how do I do the aim assist where it isn't bullshit? And in a game like Tarkov, there has to be absolutely no aim assist. That would ruin part of what the point of that.
I feel
game
like
is.
aim assist is hard to program. Is a little harder to program.
But when it comes to aim assist, I feel like aim assist is actually essential for like console gamers as
Yeah,
opposed to like
exactly.
PC gamers.
Yeah,
Definitely
exactly.
do not need aim assist when you're playing on PC. No first-person shooter should have it. It kind of makes me laugh the fact that Call of Duty still implemented it into the PC version of the game, which is hilarious because I'm guessing they just think everyone just shoots like a pleb and they need it. Which, let's be honest, they do if they're playing Call of Duty. Like if you're not playing Counter Strike and you're jumping on Call of Duty and calling yourself an expert, you probably need that aim assist. But when it comes to throwing it on consoles, like as long as it isn't super strong, like how they did with the recent update with Overwatch, where I guess essentially you can be like a foot and a half away from the head and like shoot, and it'll still count as a headshot. Or like they actually did that in Halo 5 as well. I completely forgot about it. Jesus, that was so annoying. Where like people didn't even zoom in with a sniper rifle anymore, just because as long as it was like essentially lined up with the head and you were like in the general vicinity of where a head would be and you shot, they would usually die.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And the thing is, like I said before, people don't know there is a way to do good analog, and Titanfall nailed it. Like, there is a good way to do it objectively where you can be... You still won't be as accurate as a mouse and keyboard. It's just cat, but it's like... It's basically the best way I could describe it is imagine having aim, godlike aim assist aiming, but there is no aim assist. That's the best way I could describe Titanfall's analog controls. As someone who's very into analog controllers, obviously, someone's probably one of the best analog stick players on fucking for fighting games, right? Shooters I play casually, but even if you watch a lot of my clips, even on my channel, you guys can see I have pretty fucking good aim for an analog stick player. But you can tell I'm an analog stick player, and I have a very specific style. That's the thing I like about analog. This is why I prefer watching analog players a bit more. Is it is too easy on mouse and keyboard, whereas with analog you have to choose between one of 3 sensitivities, and there's a particular play style or class you lean towards. There's people who like to snapshot whatever, and then people who are more methodical, and then people who are kind of like an in between.
All about that aim assist shotty. Like snap it right to them, boom.
That is fun, but my whole point is that money developers don't even know this thing. Like most people say, "Aim is like, no, you can have good analog." You best way to put it is, homie, go play a PS2 shooter, and then you can tell me, no, those things have ass fucking analog controllers. And it's funny because Call of Duty was already halfway there. Like I said, part of it was aim assist and aim, and Halo was also one of them. But the thing is about Halo, and people don't know that Halo and COD is there was the beginning of games having good analog controls, but they still didn't quite nail it down. And they're like, oh, let's add aim assist. Call of Duty was like, oh, let's have the you aim or follow them, and in Halo is let's literally have the bullets curve to the fucking opponent, which is like, man, that's some wild aim assist. But now that they're in the most, I don't know about the Halo devs, right? But as far as the obviously former COD devs, and now they worked at Titanfall too. At that point, they nailed it. And I think part of the limitation too is that a lot of consoles couldn't do 60 FPS. Like, because even I can attest, like, no, higher FPS obviously helps. Like, I'll even tell people, like, homie, get rid of aim assist, but give me 120. I'm fine, bro. Like for COD, like, dude, 120 helps so much. I think it's even more essential than mouse and keyboard, because like the thing is, like, again, analogs just inherently aren't as good. So we need the FPS more if we want to not aim. Right. But, yeah. That's I don't know how do we end up talking?
Because of the... Well, doesn't matter. What matters is we're
going on side quests
for
today,
real.
ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what this is. We're essentially going on side quests, talking about the smaller details inside of gaming that normally not everyone even likes to talk about.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. Since we were talking about something, I was talking about Devin, yeah, and okay, I remember.
Oh yeah, you went to.
I mean, see, I like that you back me up though more. I like that you agree. Like, hey, it's all cool and stuff, but I am not gonna do this every time I want to bump up a fucking game. That's why again, going back, we're looping back to start again. The remasters and shit. They're realizing this. Like, fuck live service. Let's just remaster old games. Like, thank you. That's what all we've been saying for the past fucking 10 years. You asswipes. because but you could just play it on PC, homie. I have a PC, and I don't even play on that bitch 90% of the time, bro. I'd rather just beep. It's all done.
That's the
Just look
PS5
at the
beep, guys.
conversation
Not
that
the...
led because of that.
You said yesterday, dude. I want them to remaster Jack and Daxter.
I am to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my whole thing. I don't care.
For me, I want them to remaster the Splinter Cell trilogy. Like, I want the original Splinter Cell. I want Pandora's Farm, and I want Chaos Theory.
I watched Sleeping Dogs Remaster Plus online.
Wait, what? Really? I don't even know. I think I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like remasters for modern games is a bit harder because I feel like the market isn't as strong and people just don't demand it. Like, you're the first percent of say, oh, the fucking Watch Dogs. Like, no, PS2 era, early PS2, sure, I see that. But the reason I feel probably like those games are actually easier. Like, I know I talked about the whole PC thing, like, but you could actually just either buy the PC or play it backwards compatible on PS4. Like, Dragon's Dogma was a good example.
A good bit of remasters, they should be like $50 to $40 instead of like 60.
You already know I say 45 maximum, bro, because like most of the work is done. Like I said, as someone who's developed, like, people do not understand like Street Fighter 6 is a good example. Like, homie, the first 2 years were like, all right, this is a lot of planning, paperwork, this, that, whatever. Like, homie, they haven't even like, maybe they did like, okay, let's do a demo of this, and that's it. Like, as far as technical work is done, like the Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy 15, like Final Fantasy 15, been in development for 10 years. Bro, half of those years was them going back between like ideas, concepts, engines, yada yada. Then it was actual 1 year of, okay, now we know what we want to do. Let's have a year of planning, and then 4 years of development. Like people like that's all. Again, don't charge 60, let alone 50 when half the work is done. That's why remasters, remakes, like what? No,
already developed it. Already got the bones. He's just putting on a new fresh paint job. Like, that's all that is. Just dropping in new assets. Done.
Yeah, like people don't realize like it's a lot. Again, you have someone who is also in like, homie, you'd be surprised I'd be sleeping, I'd be thinking this shit. Oh man, implement this, and that, and you gotta test it. You know, you ain't even like just getting shit to work. And then like, I don't know, man. That's why to me these fuckers they're finessing you. If you're out here paying, like, again, the Battlefront remaster, we agree that's a decent price, right? What, $35? Like, I look at that shit and I go, yep, that's exactly how every single remaster, remake, whatever, it's all the same shit. I don't give a fuck. Should cost. Remake Max. $35. Like, I look at that and go, yeah, that sounds fair. You know, because if I already look at $60, like, and I had that realization because I was looking at an indie game from an indie developer that's actually helping me and giving me advice. And I was seeing a game that had, and I looked at it, and it was like $25, and it just looked like too much to me. Like, damn, bro, like we're just spoiled, man. I see comments all the time, bro. I don't want to pay like $60. Like I said before, bro. Nope, no game should be worth 60. Just I said main one economy. That's it. $60, go away. Oh, but we spent $60 million. That sounds like a you problem. I don't give a fuck.
Like Xbox right now. Xbox, they're out there buying all the indie games. And putting in like a $5 Xbox tax on it, which is still pretty cheap compared to AAA games.
And Sony's dumbass. Yeah, and at this point, I mean, look at Power. I mean, like, good game. It's actually fun. It's delivering on what we want.
Did you say Xbox tax?
That's what they call it. Xbox.
Like extra piece? Oh, okay. I was about to say, dude. I'm like you really made me. You really made me think that there's gonna be like, you know, obviously the state tax, which PlayStation got away with it for so long. I was so happy with it, and then
but it's on the developers, not us, I think, or is it both?
No, it was the United States. They messed it up.
No, I meant for like Xbox. I know the whole place. No, and even then it was Chicago. It was the Chicago Entertainment tax. That's why I put my fucking Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that live. Never mind. Scratch that. I didn't say anything.
What was that?
I'll say that live. We know nothing about what you're talking about.
Remember when I said we found like there was that one actual like pretty big developer that is like right there in Chicago?
Oh, the guys who made KI.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're here in Chicago. I didn't know that. That's funny. Yeah, fun fact, you guys. The guys who made KI are out here in Chicago.
Dude, I'm still laughing that there's a full-on facility over here, like that's right next to Wooddale for fucking Bandai Namco.
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. But yeah, I'm sorry I steered the conversation because, you know, I feel like we didn't bring that up. That was a good one that you guys technically started, like, because you want to remaster, what was it, Ratchet and Clank or some shit, and Mar wanted Splinter. Yeah, and you wanted Splinter. But that's about, I like the Splinter stuff. Wait. So you said Watch Dogs. Are you sure there's not another IP?
I didn't say what. Did I say Watch Dogs?
Yeah,
You
True
did.
Crime
I
Streets
made
of
a
LA.
mistake. I meant Sleeping Dogs with online.
Oh, my
Watch
bad.
Dogs.
I'm an
Watch
idiot.
Dogs already
Sleeping
had
Dogs.
online, so I guess that would have
No,
good sense.
no, I wouldn't even want Sleeping Dogs to be remastered because you can go and like buy like the definitive
Already
edition
remastered.
right now, which is only
Yeah.
a few bucks, and
Yeah.
it works pretty damn well right now.
Yeah, no, it's already
So I would,
remastered.
like-
Originally, it came out on
Hmm.
PS3. The PS4 was already the remaster.
You know what? I want a restory. I want Sleeping Dog suit.
You know,
That's what I really
even
want.
better, instead of Sleeping Dogs, just go back to what it originally was. Let's take it all the way back to True Crime Streets of LA. Like remaster that game.
I never played that.
Dude, it's good. It's good.
That's where Sleeping Dogs came from, basically.
What?
Hey man, whatever happened to the other GTA ripoffs besides Yakuza? Like we got Yakuza, GTA,
See what you
Watch
talking about
Dogs,
that Saints Row.
the Ubisoft
Watch
one.
Dogs, True Crime,
Yeah, there you go, True
Saints
Crime.
Row obviously died.
Huh. These were good GTA ripoffs. Obviously,
Nope.
the best one being Yakuza. because it's
The
totally
unfortunate about these ripoffs is that I think I would love to make a GTA ripoff. You guys already know it, but like
gone.
again,
You already know I am making that. There's a side mode.
oh. But the point is, like, you gotta be careful because you know Rockstar loves to sue, and Rockstar.
It's an open world where you move and like they can't. There is no trademark for that.
I
That's gonna
wish
be
there
a
wasn't.
situation.
Then if
What do
that
you
was
mean,
the
Mr. What-
case,
if-
Saints
tell
Row
me.
shouldn't have
Yeah,
lost.
no, dude. See, no. There's certain things you can do. You can't. It's like everyone can do open world. There's nothing special. No, everyone can, have cars. Everyone can rob a car. Like that's all a GTA game is to most people. I'm not trying to copy the aesthetic of Saints Row or GTA. Like no, it's literally just imagine Spider-Man if he robbed cars. There you go.
Dude, like for as loose
Ah.
as that is, then Cyberpunk is GTA.
Same with Spider-Man.
Oh, true. Cyberpunk was well.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. And again, remember, this is my game. I got my shit. It's literally just Marvel and Capcom, and I'm just all right. I'm gonna put some GTA. I'm gonna put some COD. I'm just put everything, and then at the end of the day, then I force everyone to play a fighting game. It's like,
And then you get lawsuits from every single one. I'm just kidding.
see, they're all
Nah,
fight modes. That's what
I
they're fight
joke.
modes. The
I
main
joke.
mode,
I joke.
go play a fighting game. Go do a
Speaking of
quest.
side missions, how many
Speaking
side
of-
missions does it take for it to be considered open world?
How many what?
Side missions does it take for it to be considered an open
Missions,
world?
as long as you're open world, that's all it is.
Mm.
Like, oh, can you move around? Is there not just a single line? Is there like, see, there's a hub world is like how Deus Ex is like, oh yeah, it's a city and everything, but it's only like really 3 areas and they're a couple kilometers or whatever. And like open world's like, oh no, there's like big spaces in between, whatever. Like it takes a good minute, even if you're like on a vehicle or a horse, whatever. Like that, I would determine is open world for sure. You know, it could vary from thing to thing. Because a hub world is like, no, a hub world can be pretty big. There are, you play Astony, right? Astony has pretty big hub worlds, right, Amar? Like, you would consider there's more hub worlds than
Like-
open world, right?
Yeah, definitely more hub worlds than open worlds. They tried to have that feeling of like making it an open world game, and they failed in that big part. But I think they understood that, so that's why they ended up moving to doing hub worlds instead.
Yeah, right.
And that did work out a little more for them, making everything a little more compact. Everything doesn't feel so empty,
Right.
kind of.
Oh, the Division's a great
I still
example. Like when
have
you go
my
to the
issues with
buildings
that
and
shit.
stuff, and some of them, like, I think they did a great job of integrating hub worlds with open worlds where it's kind of seamless. I think they probably did the best example, even though their gameplay's kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My fault, John.
But if I were to say what game I would want remastered though, for me, I don't know because there's too much. And I would say Third Strike, but Third Strike's already remastered on the PS3, so that doesn't count.
Nah, dog, dude.
Star Wars Battlefront is already getting it, so it's like, damn, I can't say that.
That was unexpected, low key. When y'all
Exactly.
sent that news, I was
it
like,
was
yo.
unexpected. Like we didn't think that they'd actually do it. So the fact that it's even coming now, it's incredible.
Oh, how about this? Codes and Mar name games that classic titles and you would like to see remastered, and see which one I would think that that's the one I want the most of.
Okay, how about a really stupid jank one? DC versus Mortal Kombat.
Actually, you know what? I would kind of want to remaster that.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
3D fighter.
But I mean, it's kind of with the Mar thing. At that point, I would rather have a sequel over a remaster. But like, what's something that we know that's classic as fun?
Yeah,
Like,
for that one, I want them to upgrade the graphics, but I want them to keep it just as jank as the
true.
original.
No, I agree. No, that's what makes it good for sure.
Here's one I just thought about. In fact, I just thought about two. There's the Def Jam series.
Oh, for real.
Yes, remaster that. Like, you know what? Fine. We can't get any of these new rappers to come in and fucking do whatever.
True.
Fine.
True.
We'll just remaster the old one and we'll just leave it at that.
And I was thinking like, what's something that we know we can't even get like a new title? Like, it's hard. Like, that's great, yeah, because of the whole IPs and everything. I think some of the rappers are dead, so.
Going off that music game junk. Goddamn, them saying, "Oh, Fortnite's bringing back rhythm games."
They are, which is weird. Did you guys hear about that? That apparently they're reviving Guitar Hero through fucking Fortnite. That they even
Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah, I tested it out. It was alright.
I mean, it's
tested
Unreal
that
Engine,
out.
so of course you could do it.
I
Unreal
tested
Engine's
out the
mean,
racing
no,
one.
think
The
about it.
racing one is pretty dope, though. I'm not gonna lie. That one is pretty
Think about
fire.
it. They used Fortnite as a test bed to help keep improving stuff, and that engine is the Fortnite engine. It's the Pal World engine, and it's my games engine.
All right,
And I can
guys.
attest to someone who's using it. That shit's flexible as fuck.
I got 5 minutes at my end before I have to go. But I know you live streaming, Greatest, so you and Mark could continue without me. I'm the one that's leaving this time.
All right,
But,
we're gonna go where you work and just stream right there.
Hell no.
I wish I could, dude, but the background noises, I got a lot of radio going on and
Yeah.
off.
It's all good. It's all good.
But,
You know, we could just end it off of that. If anything, just keep it a short episode. It's fine.
True.
I wanted to
Yeah, no, I mean, that's
see.
On a crazy side note, I fucking love Ed right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Burnout.
Yeah, dude. Especially
Burnout.
classic one.
I want a Crazy Taxi. That's what I was trying to get at real quick.
Paradise is
Ooh,
like
Crazy Taxi would be a good one.
Crazy
oh no, they are
Taxi-
doing that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're already doing.
When was this announced?
Oh no! Remember during the Game Awards where Sega did that entire fucking montage of all the games they're going to be releasing over time? Like,
Yep.
Let me see real quick.
Yo,
Have you
man,
guys ever
no-
tried the arcade version? I thought that was
No.
weird. You like standing?
Theo, I think that was also a part of it as well. I'm trying to remember all the games.
You're
now.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they ended up showing like a whole montage of it.
They did.
Crazy Taxi.
Golden Axe, Street of Rage.
Jet Set Radio. And, like
Yeah.
everything. I think all their IPs, bro. I think they deadass got all their IPs from it.
Man, that's gonna go crazy.
Wasn't it? Oh, Final. What's the Streets of Rage that they were bring back too?
Oh yeah. There we go.
It's funny we're playing that shit right now. Oh, Mar, send me the invite for your world, so like that way when I feel like I'll hop on some Blue Moon. Because see, I would hop on, but me and Codes are here, and oh wait, no, we do have the Series S. You can just download Power World on it, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Probably not.
Oh, it's not even that big. It's only like what 16.
Exactly. Okay. So wait, what's the S?
Would it be that one, or did you disconnect it?
We're about to find out.
All right, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, this has been the Val Show.
I'm not.
Talk till
I'm
next
not
time.
very, so
Shut up.
We got thank you, Mar. Thank you, Greatest. Thank you, Clockwork, for coming through on a beautiful Sunday, March 3rd.
Fuck.
yo, dog. I'm always coming.
Oh, you're ugly.
I don't know about
Well, I
that,
mean,
but
heck, depending if. Wait, Mar, what are you playing right now, Loki?
Right now I'm currently playing Street Fighter, but I'm about to jump back and go on Power World so I can invite you guys.
Oh well, see that's the other thing too. I was about to say, bro, we haven't even had a session yet. You trying to get some right now? You could play against Clockwork bitch ass first. See if you can beat him.
Man, in all honesty, I would, but later on, man, because my wife's gonna end up needing my assistance pretty soon.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, there's no problem with that. No,
But man, but best believe I've been putting in that training though.
shit. Just remember, man. If you see me on, you can follow me. You already know. You're the homie, man. We trying to get that 1 mil.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. A part of me, the reason why I started playing more Street Fighter recently, just because I want to get used to it. I'm kind of thinking about going to Combo Breaker when it comes through,
Oh shit, bet. Yeah, my ass is too busy.
just for shits and giggles, honestly.
Combo.
True. Well, my things. Wait, did you get Tekken 8? By the way, I forgot to ask that, Mar. Did you ever get Tekken 8 or not? Usually like 5.
No, I've been itching to get it, man. I hear so many good things about that damn game, man. It's
I
fucking crazy.
mean, I'm whatever. Like it is still dumbed down Tekken. Like all the complaints are still there, but like I already know. Like, it's whatever. Like it's okay. It's whatever. It ain't no Street Fighter 6. But I will say I do see the funny thing is I guess to add is that because I give so little shits about Tekken now, I think I've gotten better because now I don't get stressed out. I literally I'm at fucking purple rank with all 3 of my no, my day 6 Kazuya is near red rank, bro. And that's how I kind of
Nice.
I will say the good thing is thank God for modern fighting games thanks to GG Strive starting it because now there's good netcode. I'm less scared to because I would never touch high execution characters. Like I could obviously I'm good as fuck, but I don't like playing them online. But now I can do ya, or Sonic, boom, Sonic, perfect. Like, it's ruined me. Now I can't play non-heavy execution characters, bro. Like, they need to have execution, or I will get bored. It's like, homie, I need to have something to flex. I need someone to be like, damn, that motherfucker got good guile loops. Damn, that motherfucker not dropping electrics. And then they find out you're an analog player. They're like, he's not human. You know, that's what I live for, fighting games, man. I need to flex that I'm better than everybody. Come on, man, or else how am I supposed to feel good about myself? It's bullshit. I mean, it's fun. It's okay. I like the chibi lobbies, though. Props on the chibi lobbies. Story mode is kind of weird. I don't know what they're doing, but it's okay. It's whatever. It's not worth $70.
You know what? I understand story mode a little bit because, like, I think they were just really going for, like, that fun little feeling, like, kind of like Saturday morning cartoon type of, like, vibe to it. Not really, like, trying to make it intricate or, like, over the top. Just lighthearted fun, in all honesty.
Yeah, the problem is too many tech, and I get it, especially when they come from Tekken 4 and 3 and even 5. Like, those are pretty deep and dark, and now they've just completely lost it. So some people, like, and I get that, yeah. Like, that was something that even I quite enjoyed of the Tekken series when it took itself more serious. That's why Paul players are really upset, right? But, I mean, like I said, to me, it's like, you know, Tekken, it had a lot of potential, but in Street Fighter, I mean, look, I got cucked by Street Fighter. Street Fighter's comics are godlike. Like, I'm telling you, literature masterpieces. Then you go to the games, well, everything past the arcade era, and you're like, the fuck is this? But that's what, I mean, it's at the end of the day, how John Romero said, story in games is like story in a porno.
So ways no trust is left is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Might as well speed up. Open the legs, I might as well beat up. Yeah, love the money, I never could get enough. I'm in your head, I might as well call you bluff. You're not as hot as me, I got the heat though. No, talking down on me, you still beneath. No, I know it's hard to believe I play for keeps though. Yeah, up past that tree, we can't disagree. She get on her knees, she got a degree. Swimming 7 seas, but I'm still floating though.